Voltron Network.
Three, two, one. Ruckus! What's going on, people? I'm Ederiece.
I'm Ryan as well. We're back in business.
Yeah, boy.
Once again.
Some of you wondering why we didn't review Raw SmackDown last week. I had a protest. I had to have a protest. Ryan, I couldn't do it. Ryan wanted to record, but having that Shield heavy show and then having Owens come back, like it disgusted me. I didn't want to record. I just couldn't take it.
Not to mention the Bella fall from grace.
Ooh. No, you mean when she attempted to tunnel her way to the center of the earth mid-match?
I don't know what that was.
But I just couldn't.
I thought she was trying to irritate Neji for a sec.
Oh, that's
the irritation of that.
That's a niche joke right there.
That was horrible, man. That was a weak one. No, it weren't.
I said niche.
That was a weak. Oh, my bad.
Yeah. People know about Naruto. Only the elite of the elite know about Naruto like that, man. The golden elite.
I gotta put them for the side. I got to put that to the side now.
Yeah.
But guys, let's bring it to the real. I guess we have to go to the real world. Let's be real like everybody else.
So yeah, but figure fuck it, man. Let's just this week, even though I knew it was gonna be heavy Shield again, like I can't do that. People want to hear the episode, so fuck it. So we're back.
Yeah.
Another week in the I hate the Shield, man. I just hate them. It's like, as much as I was starting to like Seth, I never used to like Seth back in the day when I first kind of came back to wrestling. I was like, it's just...
No, you didn't. You crapped on him a lot. I had to literally turn you around on him. Like,
yeah.
Oh, you gotta give him a chance. I know his mic work's not great, but trust me, man.
He sucks on the work on the mic, but yeah, he's a good worker in the rings. And what made him...
It's like AJ number 2.
Yeah,
basically.
But what made him good is the fact that he was alone. He didn't have all these other arseholes around him, so you could just judge him for himself. So I was liking him. That little intercontinental run he had, little thing with Ziggler. I'm like, yeah. Now he's back with them fools. It's like he's shit again.
Trust me, like I thought it was the best thing.
This damages him. He doesn't benefit from this.
No, it don't. But we knew it was gonna happen, and we said it from the last time before Ambrose even got hurt. Remember, we're picking up from where we just left off. You know what I'm saying? The difference is the Bar and Joe are on SmackDown now, and now we got Ziggler, McIntyre, and Strowman. Hilarious,
and that shit as well.
The situation back then, where it was Joe and Roman, and the Bar and the Shield. I mean, Ambrose and Rollins. Do you remember?
Yeah, but even Braun with like fucking Zig, it devalues them as well. It makes them look like lackeys.
Think about it. The only one losing in all this in these two teams is McIntyre. You know,
everyone's losing. I mean, Ziggler's losing as well. Everyone's losing.
No, but when you put it in ranking, when you have to shuffle it up and put it in ranking,
he's
you
the
got
lowest.
Roman, you got Strowman, you got Rollins, then Ziggler, then Ambrose, then McIntyre. When you really put it down to it, it's like that. That's exactly how it is.
Oh, fucking sucks.
It's just real.
Plus,
because face it, McIntyre's the heavy, remember?
Yeah, he's lost in the role
and
now.
And then you got Strowman. He's just background guys. Like,
rubbish.
Fuck,
it's rubbish.
Man?
It's like, what the fuck, man? Everyone, and even a lot of the roster, having them come out like this week, the Shield pretty much 3 men basically handled half of the locker room. So that makes everyone look like shit.
Basically, you might as well just had Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and Rollins versus Brock Lesnar for the Universal title. You should have just done that.
Oh, man.
Do you know what I mean?
So bad.
if it's that deep, come on, man.
And you know what? That is only just about worse than what they fucking done with AOP. I think somebody put it best. Put it best last week that I was listening to, that was reviewing last week's Raw. It looks like a Make-A-Wish kid hanging out with their favourite wrestler. Tell me that ain't the best description of that fucking duo. Of that true...
You know what? Honestly,
it makes
when
no
I saw
fucking
that picture, I was thinking, what?
Especially with the vest and everything, it makes it worse that he's trying to dress like them.
He looks, I got nothing against gay people, but he just looks like, you know what I mean?
Like a gay club sort of thing, like you know, when they dress up for the club and shit.
I don't know, man. He
With
just
his
looks
two
a
bears.
bit funny. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got nothing against gay people, but he looks like, I don't know, man. You know that Ryland kid?
Oh, shit, yeah.
You know that Ryland kid, yeah.
Worse for them two big motherfuckers next to him, man. He just got to get tore up. Oh, shit.
He could be like a Rico part 2, like, you know.
Shit.
Oh, God.
But this whole thing makes no sense that they decided that, these guys don't need managers, but now they do, which they obviously did, but they should have just kept, what's his face? What's his name? The old school dude.
Eric, man.
Yeah.
Eric was the one. I didn't No, fuck that. They should have been with Paul Heyman. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like I kept saying, they should have been Paul Heyman guys.
They should have done that. That was the next.
We were saying that. That was the smart thing.
You know what? You know what would have been even more better? If Paul Heyman submitted, like, here's my card.
Yeah.
When he was going through that whole Brock Lesnar thing, that whole emotional distress storyline. That would have been sick. Yeah. You just saw that little side story. And then, you know...
We even said on here, though.
After that, you just see Reigns and that get taken up by AOP.
We even mentioned on here, though. We mentioned even on here, though, that they should have planted a cease from that, from when AOP first come, when Elrin was still there. He should have sneakily given them the card. That way, at least when they dumped him, they would have given them a reason.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we did say that, in fact. And, you know, even that emotional distress, that's the best time to do it as well, because, boy, I don't know, man. Maybe in the future, because apparently there was rumors a few weeks ago that they're on the hunt for a next Paul Heyman character. It might have been Owens, they were speculating, but AOP were thrown in that list too. So, I don't know, man.
Well,
I don't know what they're going to do with that. We'll see, innit? We'll see.
I don't know what the fuck they're doing. There was one surprise this week, though. Like,
what's that?
I have like a deep-seated... Obviously, like, I'm... You know, like all men, we have two brains. You know? We have a common sense brain on the top of our shoulders. And then we have a brain in our pants. So...
Oh, okay.
I was always divided when it came to, like, the Bella twins. You know, like, my brain, my real brain on top of my head... Fucking can't stand them, hates them. But obviously, you know, in my pants, Nikki's like, damn, that body though. But I have to say, even the brain on top of my head this week was kind of impressed by Nikki. She's like, it wasn't a bad match she had this week.
No, not at all.
I was actually impressed. I didn't know she could actually wrestle. Like, she's taking this shit serious.
You know what? Like, I'll be real. When she was going through her title reign, like, you could slowly see the progression, but I think when she had like a little face run. It makes like, I could see her in-ring ability was getting a lot better. I was like, wow, she could. It was like a transformation of Trish Stratus. Do you remember when Trish Stratus was that great in the ring? She only did like a few moves, and then slowly you saw it. He was like, nah, she's sick. It was getting there. Do you know what I mean? And I think it could still get to that point.
But it don't make sense. She
only had a couple more years.
It don't make sense though, because Bree should be the one that's wicked, because she's got Daniel to teach her, a guy who can wrestle to teach her. Nikki should be sucking because she's only got Cena. So it's weird that it's weird. Like that's what I'm saying though. They should reflect their husbands, but no, it's the other way around. That's weird to me.
Well, if you think about it,
Bree's terrible.
Bree's kind of like. Yeah, we know, but they were both terrible at one point. But if you think about it, realistically, Nikki was wrestling a lot more than Brie.
Yeah, because she's got tits.
You really think about it.
You know, that's why, because she's got tits. The book, because she's got tits, and Vince was like, yeah, put her in the spotlight.
Look at Mandy Rose now.
Hey, you think there's
she'll
like
she'll be women's champion in a year's time.
We know.
In a year's time.
And so will Liv Morgan.
Hey,
laughing we want.
No, Liv Morgan, not yet. Liv Morgan will be challenging for it, but Mandy Rose will get there first.
Dude, what if their skill level of the Bellas, Brie being shit, Nikki being good, is a clue to show that Nikki's actually been having an affair with Daniel Bryan in true life.
Oh. And you know what's even more funny about that?
That needs to be teaching that.
You know what's funny about that? Their first on-screen kiss, Nikki was the actual first person to kiss Bryan at her.
I've seen that clip, yeah, when they're both kissing him and shit.
Yeah, I actually remember that back in the day, and I was like, that's when I was like behind Bryan around them times. I was like, yeah, man, Bryan got the girls now, yeah.
Yeah, two of them. See, that's the thing. Secret affair.
Like
while they're in bed after the sex, and they've got that bed, the sort of pillow talk. That's when he's giving her tips on how to do fucking locks and drop kicks and shit. And that's why she's getting good.
I know she ain't already in her hold already.
Huh?
What? I know she ain't already in a submission.
Yeah, exactly. That's the Kama Sutra shit. They're fucking designing that shit. Yeah, we figured that out.
But here's the thing. I personally think it was, well, obviously Nikki, they picked her, and on top of that, obviously Cena, another thing, and which is the common denominator on this. I think because Nikki never got the whole I want a kid situation, and Brie was more onto that mindset wise, that's why I kind of think, well, Nikki pushed it more because it's like, okay, this is what I've got, this is what I have at the moment, where Brie, she's settled already, you know what I mean? She's in that situation, like her and Bryan already had that mindset of, okay, we're having kids, where her and Cena was like negotiations, and it's like, fucking hell, you've been with the dude for 7 years, and it's like, well, really? You know what I mean? So that's what I think.
That's a good possibility. There was
Nikki had more time.
There was
more time to do it.
A thing that I put up on our Insta, WrestlingRuckus Instagram. We don't know, hasn't been confirmed yet, but it's apparently the rundown of all the Evolution matches.
Yeah, so I had a little peek.
So we don't know if it's real or not. It could be, like, everyone's been saying that has been the plan. So that kind of seems to confirm that it is going to be Nikki and Ronda. I don't know how they're gonna. They're kind of doing little things to set it up in the little segments where they're like hanging out, where she's trying to be friends with Ronda and shit.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
It doesn't really seem organic though. It don't really seem to make that much sense, to be honest. At this point.
No, it don't. It really doesn't. I don't know. I can't really see it. I can't really see it going through. Like, when is Evolution? It's coming up too. Will Toni Storm be okay for this? Because she's injured, so I've heard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's weird because she's still been wrestling, bro.
Has she?
I keep seeing things for her appearances in various little indie shows over here, even for Eve. So I don't know. It can't be that serious then, because she's still doing her bookings.
Maybe not, but I just wanted to throw that one out there. You know what I mean? Just going through the card again. Oscar versus Ember Moon. That will be interesting.
That will be if that happens, that will be best match of the night, hands down. No, well, besides Io Shirai and Tony, those two will be the best two matches.
Ivory is teaming up with Banks and Bailey against the Riot Squad. Interesting.
Dude, what I find insulting is the fact that I thought that what's her name? What's her name again? Trish's arch rival.
OMD. Yeah. Mickey James.
Yeah.
No, I was reading the card.
I thought it was insulting that she's not injured, so the fact that it was supposed to be her and Trish, the fact that they took Trish away, gave her to Alexa, and who's she wrestling? Mickey James wrestling on that list?
Lita. To be honest, I'd rather see Lita go against your girl Penguin. I'd rather see that.
Stop calling her Penguin.
Stop getting emotional.
Her alone. She's like that girl gets bullied in school who you don't really fancy, but you still want to look out for because you just share the same taste in music. It's that kind of chick. You know, you're like talking shit in the canteen and fuck. Yeah.
What memories is that, dude?
I don't know, man.
Is there something you want to tell the wrestling crowd? The Ruckus Nation? The Ruckus
There's
Nation?
Too many romantic comedies I've watched, man.
Dude.
Wait.
I'm just saying. I think Lita and her would have a good match. Ruby Riott. There you go.
Probably, yeah. I mean, they could do pretty good, actually. But, and it also says, like I kept saying, man, the women's tag team belts will be made official. But,
so it seems. But when are they going to announce this whole title? Do you think
I don't know,
it'll be
man.
2 weeks from it or what? They have to do it soon.
Yeah.
It's coming up very shortly.
Yeah, be some
You know
little
what I mean?
announcement with Stephanie and she'll unveil the belts. Probably like a little tournament leading up to it or something.
Possibly. Yeah, but how if we already got these matches? Remember Alicia Fox and Kelly Kelly versus the Iconic versus Mandy Rose and Sonya versus Beth Phoenix and Natalya for the titles. How? They can't. There's no point in doing a tournament if this is the card
That's
that
true.
we're going.
Yeah, that's true. Because everyone's in the bloody match, isn't it? It's true.
Let me Too Sweet Diva click. No, we're not gonna get sued for that. But still, like
Iconic's winning
if
that.
that's Iconics.
Or Becky and Bailey. And Sasha.
They're not in. They're not in.
Oh,
They're not
shit.
even.
I'm not even looking at the list. I'm just trying
to
to go off memory. Yeah. So Iconics then, man, definitely. They've been getting mad push lately, man.
Yeah, because Beth Phoenix, she's probably just doing on one thing, and so is Kelly Kelly. Like,
exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Actually, I'm gonna go with Mandy and Sonya for this. I'm gonna go for them.
Oh, they don't have nowhere near as much of a push right now as the Iconics, man. I'm seeing adverts with the Iconics.
No, they don't. But it's mad because physically it's like believable. They're more believable than the Iconics.
Yeah, that's true. But
saying that the Iconics are more
entertaining. Yeah, that's the thing.
We know they can't wrestle for shit.
That's the thing. We don't judge people in this company off of ability.
But this is the crowning of your first tag titles. So would you really want?
No, but they don't care.
A comedy act to win it.
But they don't care.
If they don't care, what's the point of making the title?
Because they think it makes the audience happy.
Too much titles as it is. But I agree with the fact that they need a women's tag division just to split the brands, have them
to unify the brands. Yeah, to unify the brands.
I definitely think. Yeah, obviously divide. That's why I say split. This is the titles that's going to divide it because you're going on both shows. Do you know what I mean? That's why I said it like that. But honestly, to me, I gotta go with them. It sounds ridiculous, and I know the Iconics are getting some little push right now, but I think Sonya and Mandy, man, they look more believable, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I like the new look though, man, that they had this week on SmackDown, the sort of black leather bondage kind of thing going. That look kind of nice. Nice, both of them looking good.
Worse than me, man.
God damn, Sonya, damn.
See, I told you.
You mean told me? I've always loved Sonya.
You kept putting me off.
It's just the fact that I just never wanted to allow myself to fall in love because that's no man's land right there.
No, it's not no man's land. It's just you can't go there. That's what it is.
Exactly, no man's land. Only girls allowed.
For me, ain't no one told me I can't go over this piece of land. You get me?
Oh, that's rape tool right there. Wait.
What? What?
No, never mind. Don't worry about it.
I totally missed that one.
So, back to Raw. Well, another thing I was just pissed off from last week's one that I just don't even care to watch him this week is fucking Owens. Obviously, I knew his quitting wasn't legit, like for real, that it was a work, but...
No, but why the fuck was it just a week?
You get me? That's what I'm saying. What was the damn point? For him just to pop up and powerbomb, man. It's just...
See, Lashley, it took you... Oh no, that was a mistake. We shouldn't have said Kevin Owens to do that.
Yeah.
What was the point? It pop no rating. You had us talking for like what, a week, 7 days. That was it, and he's back on the show. And it was like
they even had him tweeting and Instagramming. They had him tweeting being on holiday with his wifey, saying that life is good now.
He took WWE off the Twitter, off the name, just like when they were fired when that Shane McMahon story was Sami Zayn. Like,
And they fucked that up as well.
They fucked that up, but no. They made that look perfect.
Yeah.
Put it this way, for me, they made that look perfect because they were fired in that. They took their names off. They made it like, obviously we knew they weren't fired, but the fact is they were off for how long until Mania, and the fact is Owens was back within a week. Are you serious?
It's just wasteful,
Come
man.
on, bro.
But even worse than that, bro. Even in the middle of the week, before he even popped up again on Raw, they were already advertising shows with him on the poster and shit that were upcoming shows. So it was just stupid. No one thinks anything.
I told you. They let this entertainment show really get to their heads, didn't they?
They don't care.
Honestly.
This is the action to people who don't give a fuck.
Stupid. Absolute trash.
Like a Michael Bay movie. They just don't care. Any old show. Any old shit. But yeah, I don't care about the rivalry now. He's just what? They're gonna feed him to Lashley now, or like I don't care.
This is what I'm saying. It's getting to the Cesaro point now with Owens. Slowly they're making me feel like this is the way it's going. He's gonna go in that Cesaro bracket. You know what I mean? Excellent wrestler. The difference is Owens has a world title to his name. Cesaro doesn't, unfortunately. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. That's just the way it is, unfortunately. It really sucks because Owens could have been an all-in. What a face. Do you know what I mean? That'd have been fun. Dude,
that's the fault. Like I was saying last time, man. The fault of all the people who could have been part of that show, man.
Yeah, I know.
Just if Ricochet could have been up there.
Earlier and I was
Adam Cole could be up on that. Oh, so many. It would have been so great.
I know,
but it was great already.
WWE just pick up all this talent and just don't push them as high as they did.
Because they do it out of spite.
To their own homegrown. Because they give all the homegrown talent all the shit. That's really what it's down to.
Yeah, they do it out of spite.
Of course you want to. Of course that makes sense. But at the same time, when you not... If you took a chance with someone, you put them up there. Alright, cool. And you know they can do more. You know the fans love them. And the merch will be crazy if you give them the mega push. But you don't. You hold back. Your Universal title reign sucked.
Stubbornness.
It really did.
Stubbornness.
It sucked. That title is cursed, bro. Real talk, that title is cursed. And, like, unfortunately, we never got to see Balor go through his run. But since that was it, bro. The first champion was injured within the same fucking night he won it. And then since then, Owens won it by Triple H basically giving up on Rollins. And then his run was basically Jericho interfering in every match. Until Goldberg speared him and gave it back to Lesnar. And then we got this kerfuffle.
Talking about Jericho, you mentioned Jericho. It looks like Becky Lynch been watching a lot of New Japan lately because she seems to be doing the exact same thing Jericho was doing. Dressing up, jumping at the crowd.
I know. I wanted to bring that up. Like, shout out to my brother Sean, man. Because I remember one time back in the day, I missed an episode of SmackDown, and this is how it reminded me of it. And this was when Jericho was feuding with Mysterio. And I remember Mysterio used to just touch everybody with his head, like with a mask and that, and talk to him in the crowd and that. They did it to one kid, and then one kid pulled him back, and it was Jericho. And Mysterio, he just jumped over the barricade and started punching up Mysterio. And I just see Becky Lynch do that.
With a wig and everything.
I gotta say that, that brought back a lot of memories, man.
It was a joke.
I loved it.
Jokes. Apparently, there's been a lot more talk about Mysterio coming back as well. He's in negotiations. It's just a matter of like finding the perfect time for it to go down.
When do you think is the perfect time for Mysterio
to properly come back? Maybe a Rumble or something.
Yeah, I'd say that, but that's a bit too obvious. And
yeah, it's a bit far away as well.
And the last time, well, not the last time, because he got a better pop the last time. Obviously, the last time, it wasn't so great, because everyone was on Bryan, waiting for Bryan to come out. I'd rather him just, you know what, if they do like a Survivor Series match, which they probably will, I'd rather him just appear and they just do some mystery partner build-up crap. And with Mysterio, they find out the last week, and it's like, oh shit, Mysterio's back. You know, just like the old days. when you have a returning wrestler, you kind of forget because the storylines have been going on crazy, and then you realize the guy who put him out is on the Survivor Series team.
Yeah.
To shake him up. All right, we got this guy. He took out. He's on the shelf. He's been waiting for you. Did his? I hype up all that shit. You know what I mean?
How many people?
We need that.
How many people are in that Lucha House Party group? It's like 3 of them, innit?
Sorry?
That Lucha House Party faction thing. There's only like 3 of them, innit?
Yeah, Kalisto, El. Wow, I keep forgetting his name.
Who cares, man?
Those guys, yeah, I remember the other 2. Yeah, those 2. Sorry, guys, but that's Lucha House Party.
Survivor Series is still 4 people. I ain't watched it in a while, or they moved it to 5 people now.
Weren't it always 5?
No, it was always 4 back in the day.
What?
When I was a kid, yeah.
I swear it was 5 in the 90s, man. In the early 2000s, I'm sure it was 5.
Oh yeah, that's still modern era though, man. I'm talking about when I was a youth. When it was like Legion of Doom and Texas Tornado and Ultimate Warrior. Like, you go watch the old school ones, it was just 4 against 4. Now, then it suddenly got to 5 at some point for some reason.
Are you sure? Alright. Survivor Series, when The Undertaker debuted, I'm sure.
Yo, that was definitely 4. It was definitely 4 back in them times. Definitely.
Oh, alright. Let me think of the team. Alright. I remember vaguely who was on the opposite side of The Undertaker. It was the Hart Foundation, Coco Beware. I'm sure he was on the team. I think he was. I'm sure Snooker was on that team as well. And I'm sure somebody else. Was it 4? Definitely.
Definitely, bro.
I don't know. You're the expert, man.
Definitely.
Back in the day, guy. Someone email us too. Even though Ederiece, I trust him, but someone email us too and confirm that shit. Damn. Is it always? I'm sure it was. I always thought it was 5. Coming back in the 90s and that. Early 2000s. But who would they pick though? You only got 4 if Mysterio comes back. Do you know what I mean? Maybe Cedric Alexander, I guess. But
let me ask a question.
I don't know.
Mysterio comes back, main roster, or if they're going to commit to this whole 205 thing and keep it going, do you think they should just have him as being like the figurehead for 205?
I'd rather him on 205, because on the main roster, I think it'll get fizzled out quick. Like, the hype of Mysterio would die down quite. You know what I mean? Like, because you got all the new guys here, and it's like, I don't really think they'll do Ray that much good. Like, obviously, he'll be there to support the talent and get them over, of course. That's what a veteran does. But I just don't think they'll utilize him well on the main roster anymore. He's a legend. Of course, you think they would, but I don't think so, man. I think he's better off on 205. And they need it anyways, man.
Yeah, at this stage in his career.
They've got some serious matches, though. I'm not going to shit on them as much anymore,
I'm here. I keep hearing it, man. It's like I said.
They're good. They're good, fam. Trust me. I was shocked to even say it like that, man. To put so much in that. Like, I like Buddy Murphy a lot. I like him a lot.
That was when it started turning around, man. Buddy Murphy just seemed to be the injection of that crazy shit, man. He just, yeah.
But we needed that because Neville's been gone for so long, and it's like putting Enzo there was ridiculous because Enzo was just that annoying type, Shawn Michaels wannabe 98, 97, you know what I mean, type of shit. It was kind of going in that direction. Kind of, I wouldn't say, like the way he had it, his group and that, but not Shawn Michaels to an extent. But long story short, it just felt flat. I think even from when Austin Aries went, it just took a pummel. Then Neville brought it back up, and then when he went, that was it. Yeah. But now I'm eager to. I'm more on to check it. I missed it this week, unfortunately, but I'm gonna watch it without a doubt. Right, I'm starting to like Buddy Murphy. Him, Tony Nese, that combination's good. They need to keep that. I will say that. I ain't really like Tony Nese as much. I just thought he was a jacked up Triple H dude, you know what I mean? But I changed my mind. I like him a lot. He's good.
So quick Little footnote to what we were talking about with Survivor Series. Yeah, I'm looking at some old Survivor Series teams. So yeah, definitely in the 80s it was 4 versus 4, and at some point in the 90s it kind of transitioned into 5. I don't know exactly when, but yeah. So it did start off with 4 versus 4, which I think is better. 5's too much, man.
You reckon so?
Yeah, it's a balance, and there's more people to spread out that way. You get more teams.
I guess so. Then you might as well just go back to having tag teams and stuff, but that gets a bit dry. What Raw and SmackDown should do that. Like, they should, if they're gonna go back to 4, for tag teams at least, they should go back to 4. I think, like, you know, you could just have the Usos and the New Day representing SmackDown versus, I don't know who's on Raw, fucking AOP and Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler.
Looking at a lot of these old teams, looking at a lot of these old Survivor Series teams, a lot of them were like one tag team with 2 singles guys, which actually works out kind of good though, man.
That actually works out better. Actually,
makes
that
up for a good combination of people.
Okay. But when did they change it to 5? Do you know?
That's what I'm trying to find, but sometime in the 90s, but I don't know exactly when.
And see, definitely. So was Undertaker's debut definitely 4 then?
What year was his debut?
91. No, 99, sorry.
99, yeah, so, 90. The one I can find, Survivor Series 1990, yeah, 4 versus 4. But I'm trying to find his picture in now.
Okay.
I can't see him.
That was the one with a long, gingerish brownish
hair. Who was he on? Whose team was he on? Was he with $1 Million Man?
Yeah. Yeah. $1 Million Man was the one that was bringing him in.
Yeah. He was a mystery partner. Because I'm seeing a picture and it's just got like a silhouette next to him. So yeah, 4 versus 4.
He's with Brother Love as well. This is before Paul Bearer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't even alive yet, and I know this. Crazy.
They were the Ruckus.
I think give me 2 years.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Man, what was I doing? Shit, man. I was looking up girls' skirts underneath the Adventure Playground. That's it. In my school. That's what I was doing.
God damn.
Yeah.
Oh, you definitely the Godfather's son, I'll tell you that.
Good old days.
Anyway. not saying he is legitimately but Oh gosh.
Yeah, what else went down?
What's this Finn Balor and Corbin story? I knew it was gonna get to this point. I told you it's not done yet, man.
What is it? What's happening? I don't really pay much attention to that shit. I don't.
I ain't really pay much. Well, I didn't really pay much attention to it either. But the fact is, Finn wanted his match. Well, I don't know if it was. I can't remember if it was last week. Finn wanted his match with Reigns for the title, and Balor was just like, "No, it's not happening." Like, he just kept digging him into a hole, and I'm just thinking, like, so what was the point of Finn going over? Like, and we're still getting this. I just don't.
No, that match.
It just annoys me, man.
And this week, what? Foley. Mick Foley, yeah, we have to talk about Foley coming back. Shit.
So, yes, Mick Foley came back. He interrupted. Elias is getting interrupted every week. Now it's by legends. I'm thinking, what are they actually doing with Elias? Is he just a comedy gimmick? No.
He's just a gimmick. He wrestles at house shows, but sometimes on TV like this week, he did actually wrestle. But, yeah, most of the time, he's just a gimmick now, isn't it? Just to break up the momentum. Remember 4 hours, man. No, 3 hours this show. So yeah, you kind of need that.
Yeah, but he's in like the second hour. Like you still got another hour to break. Like him after that, just to get to the third. You think?
Yeah, but
you know everyone's gonna wait for Elias. Wouldn't you not put him in the middle of that 2 hour going into the 3 hour slot?
You know what we didn't do?
You know what I mean? What's that?
We didn't review his album or his EP or whatever the fuck it was.
Man, I'm gonna have to say that for the next year, then.
Yeah, because I did check it out when it dropped, and there was some catchy. It was actually, it wasn't bad. But I can't remember it all now because I haven't listened to it since.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I wonder how it's done. I wonder how much it's like the downloads it's got. I'm curious, like Spotify and all that shit.
Interesting. We don't really hype it up as much.
No, they've kind of just done it and forgot about it. They should be plugging that shit. iTunes, fucking Spot, yeah. That's terrible. That's actually kind of shit. That's short-sighted. And they really should be pushing this. How many millions of people they got? Good 1-2 million people watching every week. 3.
Something like that. But they always pummel like in the third hour, and this is why I'm saying they should move him like in the middle of the second hour going on to the third, because when you get to that third hour, that's when the ratings just drop. Where everyone's just like, nope, fuck this, I watch something else, or I'm going to sleep. Do you know what I mean? But for us, we're supposed to be fucking asleep. Do you know what I mean? But it is what it is. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm worried for him still. Now I can say that.
It's like they ain't got no direction for him, man. It's like
they don't. I can see another Damien Sandow situation going on right now. But, sorry, I know that maybe that's totally out of your realm. In other words, you weren't watching it then, but because he was fucking good. Go back and check out Sandow. I'll sort the network out for you just for that. Go back and watch Sandow. I'm telling you, he was good, man. And then they just fucking got that cane and pulled him off the stage. Ew.
Oh, well.
Dude, let me ask you, what is going on with the B team? Like, seriously.
They've had their moment in the sun, and now they're just back to jobbers again, basically.
What was the point? Honestly, I just thought...
Placeholders. They kind of have them there just to fill the gap while they figure out what they're going to do with the rest of everybody else.
But, you know, it's funny. I actually saw Ziggler and McIntyre win the tag title. That was obvious. Because going in, like, Rollins could potentially be a double champion again. And, you know what I mean? It's like, would you give him the belts back? Or would you let Ziggler and McIntyre ride up for a little while? What would you do?
I'd rather they were off. If they weren't... Because they're with Bray, I don't want them to have... It doesn't really... Braun, Bray, fucking yeah. It don't really work. It don't really work for me, even with the belts. It just seems too secondary now. Because he's always so focused on going after Roman. I don't... If they were just back and just them two on their own, then fine, have them champions and let them have a run with it. But with this, it feels like an afterthought now.
Well, to be fair, like, it's not like Ziggler was just plugged in the Universal title division, even if you call it a division. There's only a few people in your hands. But, like, realistically, he just got put... Look, he came back to the Royal Rumble. That was a dud. And then he just comes back, basically hooks up with McIntyre, wins a couple matches. On the mic, he's got even more better. And he wins the IC title and drops it. And it's like, so Ziggler went back to exactly what he was doing before. But the only difference is he has an insurance policy in McIntyre. And it's like, okay, we'll wait till this breaks down, then what's going to happen to Ziggler? The same thing I've said about Owens and Zayn. My boy Reese, shout out to him. He brought that up to me. He's like, listen, if I'm honest, I can't really see can't see anything happening for Owens or Zayn if one was up without the other. Now it's got to this point with Ziggler and McIntyre when we get there. What are they going to do? Because I know, yeah, they got the titles now, cool, but when it gets to that point, who's going to be that guy the fans want? Ziggler or McIntyre?
At the moment.
And in the cases, where they're going to
go? They're fucking
That's the only thing that's annoying, man.
They were going good and then they just fucked it up.
That's what they do, man. They like to anal people, man. You know WWE. You know what I mean?
Shit writers, man.
I know I said that, but I know, but it's true. It's true, I'm sorry.
We laid it out for them.
It's damn true.
We laid it out for them.
Sorry?
We laid it out for them, man. Bray's there doing nothing. Lou Harper's there doing nothing. That could have been put the family back together, man. That would have been way better and made more sense.
I guess so, but excuse me. What direction would you have put that in, though?
Even if they were doing what they're doing now, it would have. They need that rehabilitation. Luke Harper needs it definitely, and Bray needs to come back to being a legit threat, which he hasn't been for a long time, man. He used to be a man. He was a good heel when he first come, man. And they just fucked him up so much.
What fucked him up was the fact that he can't win a WrestleMania match and have a good build-up.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that always annoys me. He'll have a good build-up and he'll just get stepped on. And it was like, so what's the point? This is why no one can't take Bray Wyatt seriously. The amount of times he was getting at Cena, Roman Reigns, obviously the company's favorites. But regardless, you're telling me you're gonna cheer Bray after he fucking got a kid singing, he got the whole world in his hands. Mm-hmm. You're gonna cheer a guy after that because he won with a fucking little kid because of that. Are you serious?
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? And fucking, he goes to the Elimination Chamber and goes, 4 weeks having a title, and basically 4 shows of SmackDown, and loses the fucking belt to Mr. RKO. And he had all the little fucking graphics mid-match. You think, oh shit, that's how it was really crap.
I forgot about that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just bad booking. It's like they're purposely sabotaging it.
Joke.
Oh, by the way,
man.
I think it was 94 when they went to 5 on Survivor Series.
I see. What match was that? You ever up?
I don't know what match. I think that's the whole event from 1994. Yeah. The main event was the casket match between Undertaker and Yokozuna. That was the main event.
Oh, I need to go back to that match. I actually quite enjoyed it. I need to go back to that. There's only a few Undertaker matches back in the day I've said that I've enjoyed. Obviously in my time I can name countless, but back then it was a bit more different, you know.
Yeah, Yokozuna ain't gonna be a good match, man, because Yokozuna sucks. Rest in peace, but still, he did suck. Come on.
I didn't really watch him like that, so I can't really comment on Yokozuna. I've seen clips. I've seen it on, you know, when I was on the network.
Fucking Samoan posing as a Japanese man. What the fuck?
I know. I don't get it, but dude, it's not like they've done it with a lot of other dudes, man.
It's Vince, man. They
Santino,
look alike.
Santino. He's not even Italian, for fuck's sake. Do you know what I mean?
And there. And that guy that was the fucking Arabian dude that wasn't even... He was like Italian or some shit. I can't remember his name.
Muhammad Hassan. Yes, that's who I was trying to think of. He was Italian. Fuck's sake. He should have been Santino Marella.
Vince, man.
What the fuck? It's just the fact that he's got a darker complexion.
Vince,
that's like, yeah, it makes sense.
Give a fuck, man.
I told you, racism, man.
Everyone knows that, man.
I told you.
From Yoko, from
I know.
What was that fucking African tribe? I remember that as a kid, man. That fucking...
No, Akeem, the African Dream, bro.
Yeah, that was bad, but no, the other one was more Kamala. He was the one I saw him. I thought, what the fuck is this shit? He's like, oh, fucking hell. Anyway, back to Raw SmackDown.
I'm glad I wasn't alive for that. Yeah.
We got Joe telling fairy tales on I like that. We read the fairy tales.
That was beautiful. That reminded me of Eddie Guerrero, man.
Yeah, the whole thing with the sun, innit?
Yeah, with Dominic Ray. I thought that was fucking great.
Apparently, what's that kid's name now?
Sorry?
What's that kid's name?
Who's that?
Mysterio's kid. Because he's supposed to be getting ready to wrestle now.
Yeah, Dominic's in training, bro.
Yeah, that's it. I heard he's supposed to be jacked.
I checked out on IG. Yeah, he's looking alright, man. He's tall, bro. That was crazy, man.
Even back then, he was taller than fucking Ray.
Nah, he wasn't.
This is embarrassing, man.
Come on, man. He wasn't that tall. He was catching up still. He almost up to his shoulder.
He's eye to eye with dude. I swear. Do you think Ray was like, shit, you think his wife had been cheating on him, man? Because I can't be my son. It's too tall.
Ah, come on. Oh, dear. Little Dominic, man.
Oh, fuck.
All growing up.
Looking at pictures. Jesus, he's a big boy.
I know, it's crazy. Crazy.
Dude.
But, dude, we can't get lost into... the next Mysterio up and coming.
Yeah.
I can deal with this joke.
Actually, no, you're right. He wasn't taller than his dad yet. Back then, I see pictures now. Still.
Knows you, man. What that weren't that tall yet. You weren't.
Still little.
Dude looked about 9 at that point.
Yeah.
About 9, 10, something like that.
Yeah.
So I don't think you're that tall, not yet.
I miss Eddie Guerrero, man. He was wicked.
Oh my God, man. That guy, I'm telling you, I said, and I'll say it again, I said it back then, wrestling has literally, when Eddie died, that was it, man. It literally died. And then when Chris did what he did, boy, it just folded, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I think that's why I kind of slowly started to fall off it back then. Because when they were gone and then Angle left, it was like, fuck's sake. Do you know what I mean? And then the whole, Wade Barrett group came and I was like, okay, all right. Nexus and that.
Right. We're talking about the whole Mr. Survivor Series and that Ray, who would he have in his little crew? And we're like, there's only 4 of them. Who's going to be the 5th one?
I know.
CN, Almas.
Well, apparently, I'm glad you bring them up. Vince McMahon actually is endorsing Almas. Apparently, he really likes what he sees of him.
Yeah, it's good.
So, we could expect a good push from him very soon.
They've been doing good, man. Even had a nice little match with, what's his face?
Oh, man.
He can still
I can't
go,
remember
man.
who, but that was a good match. That was a fucking good match. Oh, who was it again?
What's his face?
Oh,
How can we forget him? He's one of the few black people on the fucking show. Huh?
I can't remember. Who did he fight?
The black dude with the fucking spaghetti hair.
Truth, man.
That's it.
Truth.
Shame when I was forgetting one of the few brothers, man. Wesley Snipes' complexion. Darkness. Darkness.
So, the reason R-Truth and Carmella have been hanging around is because those two will be in the season 2 of the Mixed Match Challenge. You can find the post on Ryan as well as Instagram. It's posted a couple teams there. Shaw and AJ.
Why? Why these Almas and Zelina not in it?
Dude, I don't even know.
That don't make no fucking sense.
They probably got plans for Almas. That's probably why they kept him out. That's probably why. They probably have. That's probably why. If not, then I can't answer that question. I really can't. It makes no sense.
Too many of the same teams as well in there from last time.
Yeah. Well, Bobby Roode and AJ switched.
Yeah.
Other than that.
Why is Natalia in it? Do we need to see? Does anyone want to watch her again? With all the other women they could have mixed up in there?
You really hate Natty, do you?
I do. Why is she here?
Wow.
Who likes Natty?
I've never heard. I don't mind her. I have a go with her.
I don't get it.
She's not a model chick. You rather Eva Marie?
Yeah.
I think it's that. No. Actually, that's a bad thing.
I'd rather watch Eva Marie than fucking Natty.
You'd rather watch Eva Marie was garbage, and you know it.
Don't care.
Stop it.
Better than Natty.
Stop it. Really?
Way, but
no, she's better looking than Natty, but no.
Good enough.
No, Natty will whip the floor of her in the ring all day long, and you know that.
Enough.
Dude, come on now.
We did get sidetracked though. What were we talking about with SmackDown? We're going somewhere, but I think we got dragged out somewhere else.
Sorry? SmackDown.
Yeah, we were talking about something in SmackDown.
That's what I'm saying. SmackDown, they weren't really that much.
That was it.
Interesting things on SmackDown, though. There's a few things.
You were talking about Joe and AJ, yeah.
Yeah, then we got sidetracked talking about Eddie Guerrero.
Dude, is Joe gonna go over this time?
Joe is winning the title. I told you this. I've told you this. This is exactly what's going on. I'm sorry. This is exactly what's going to happen.
I would love... Sorry, people. I'm eating a cookie. I would love... This never happened. But in my Twisted Alternative universe, I'd love if they committed to the storyline with him replacing AJ and his family. And that he beats AJ.
Oh my god.
And he actually, we see him there sitting with the wife and kids, with the kids on his lap. And they just keep it going where he's like, he has his new adopted family now. And AJ's like this broken, lonely, depressed guy, ain't got nothing.
AJ comes to the door and Joe's like, "Oh, what you doing here? You don't live here anymore.
Exactly.
It's my family now."
Exactly.
Some crazy shit like that.
Yes. And we see like on Instagram, Joe could be posting up pictures from Disneyland with the kid and the wife, having a great time with the family.
God.
With the belt on his shoulder. I love that.
Yeah, I know, but oh god, I you know, I'm interested to see what they're gonna do. How they're gonna? They have to give us a crazy match. They have to, man.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I got big expectations for this one. Big expectations. Speaking of SmackDown, Jeff Hardy and Nakamura. Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton in the Hell in a Cell match. What is your... Do you even have an opinion on this?
Like, I'm not excited for the match, but I am going to watch it because I know that Jeff wants to jump off that fucking thing, so I want to see how that goes. Ain't going to go well.
Is Randy... No.
Orton's not going to lose.
And it's...
I'm telling you, he's going to jump. And Jeff's going to jump. Then he's going to get up, and he's just going to go through he's going to miss and go through the table, and then Orton's going to drag him in the ring and pin him. No.
But this is the thing. Well, you going with Orton to go over?
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably will as well, you know. I don't really see the point of Jeff Hardy going after Orton. But my thing is, what the fuck is Orton going to do after this? Is he going to go after Nakamura? Because we haven't seen that. We don't know what's going on, what their relationship or what their rivalry is. We don't know. It's just been Jeff Hardy versus Nakamura. Randy Orton just cut in and just said, no, fuck this Jeff Hardy shit. And that's it.
It don't really make sense to have Orton against Nakamura though, man.
No, I guess not, but I thought it was going in that direction. We all thought it was going to be a triple threat in the last pay-per-view, but it wasn't. It was one-on-one, and I was like, oh, I thought Orton was going to be in this. So, I was a little confused, but it is what it is. You know, Jeff Hardy getting, just doing his thing, and then Randy Orton just cuts in again. It just fucks up Hardy, but Hardy, resilient as fuck, beat up Orton. You rarely see that. We rarely see someone get jumped in a match. And they take out the person that actually broke the match up for you.
Yeah,
it's mad. Which kind of makes me think Randy's kind of maybe gonna go over. I know it's a bit early. Hell in a Cell ain't even started yet, but you know how it usually goes sometimes. Not even the go home show for fuck's sake. But
what's
it is what it is.
What's your opinions on the Raw commentary team now? Now that Renee Young's part of it.
I'm alright. It gives a little bit of fresh air, but the only thing is, I don't. Graves, man, he just needs to calm down. Sometimes I think they kind of talk over her in a sense. There's been a couple times I'm thinking, we're not really being fair, because they're taking a piss because she's a woman or something. I don't want to throw any bones out there, but you know how it can be. You know what I'm saying? So
my problem.
I think.
I like
it's good
it
though, but they just need to utilize them more.
Yeah, she seems too quiet on the side, but it feels like she should be the main one. It looks like she'll get rid of Michael Cole. She should be the main, kind of like how she does with Talking Smack and that. She's the main one, just explaining what's going down, and then you have the other people just chiming in with their jokes and shit.
Her and Corey Graves on Monday night. It'd be interesting, but they need to. You know what? They really need to go back to two-man team. I'm still bored of this third wheel commentating team. Unless you could do it like Ring of Honor, unless that. But then again, it's the new now. I guess we're gonna have to deal with it.
But look how it wasn't All In, man. Look how good that worked. when you have people that know,
I guess so.
that don't talk over each other
They
and
knew
know
what they
when
were
to.
talking about, though.
Hmm?
They know what they're talking about. But
True.
the thing is, they knew what they were talking about. Like, WWE, like, they're just boring. Sometimes Corey Graves, he will say something smart and witty, and that's what I like about him. But there will be times where he would just go on, and I'm like, Corey, no, stop, please.
It's
Do
ego,
you know what I mean?
though, man.
Like, and the way he's just switching on to Carmella now, and I'm thinking, oh, wait, you was kissing her ass the other week. Now all of a sudden she's teaming with fucking R-Truth. You just make that turn. I'm thinking,
no consistency.
man, you didn't do it the way Jerry the King Lawler would do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it seems too much
But
ego
at the
driven.
same time, they would have to disrespect him in order for that to happen. But I don't know. I don't know. I personally think she needs. Yeah, maybe she should take the keys of the realm. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Can't remember the saying now.
Maybe one day.
You think?
Some people saying that she should have gotten involved when the Shield were getting their ass kicked last week. Like, did it make sense?
No.
Everyone knows that that's her husband. Does it make sense for her to just sat back and just comment on that? Would she not have gotten up and just run and just thrown herself on top of him?
No, don't do that. I will say, I was thinking that too. She should have said something, but like, you know, I mean, she should have just said, "Oh my god," like just go quiet. And then when they're all leaving, then she can just run down the ramp and do all that shit, like how Candice LeRae would do for Johnny Gargano when he's getting his ass whooped. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
That type of shit. Like, come later when the beatdown's done, they hear the mic drop and all that shit. They could just freeze frame on Raw at the end. But it has to be. But for that to happen, I think Ambrose has to be on a solo. Sound like a fucking mission. I was about to say solo mission, you know. He needs to be in his own storyline for that to happen personally. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it worked with him and the Miz and Maurice and that worked. Do you know what I mean?
He hasn't felt like he's had any.
The only thing the Miz is doing.
It hasn't felt like Ambrose has had a personality since he come back. He just feels flat.
And yeah, I guess so. But the only thing is, the reason why Ambrose is so flat is because the character, the gimmick they given him, they give it to him in a PG era. It doesn't make sense. And what made it worse was putting him in that awful match. And you know what I'm gonna say, with Brock Lesnar. Like, for me, I'm sorry, everybody was kind of falling off Ambrose at that point. Me, I was just hanging on for a thread. I just like him because I find him funny, but like, if he can't be the lunatic fringe. One, he doesn't even have a fucking fringe because he looks like he was balding at the time. And two, it's PG. You're not really gonna see no hardcore, crazy CCW shit.
But does he need to do that to have a personality? Does he need to do that to have a personality? Because Owen seems to still be able to pull off being like crazy and mental. The lunatic thing should be fucking Owens' new gimmick because he seems to pull it off way better than Ambrose does.
I did want that from Owens from NXT. He was a fucking psycho, man. He would attack you for no reason. Do you know what I mean? I like that character. Remind me of what Samoa Joe was doing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, even Owens. Even Samoa Joe doing it.
Would be a fucking sick team, man.
Look at what he's been doing. Owens.
Yeah, I know.
He's been doing. That's all it is. It doesn't have to be like crazy blood or anything. But yeah, it's real. He just ain't got the personality, man. He's shit.
I just think maybe you know what? I think he definitely needs a heel turn. But if he gets a heel turn, let's just see it through, because you can't. You know how it is. Some guys are just suited for heels. Some guys are suited for face. Look at Triple H. Me personally, he's better as a fucking heel. Cool. I love it when he's a heel. Cool. You know what I mean?
We're here. Yeah.
You know. We're here. Come on, man. Triple H with hair is just legendary status. It's just weird now. You know what I mean? Now you can see the veins at the back of his head. It just looks weird, man.
We're going Hangman Page now.
Used to it. It looks like his brains are hanging out. Do you know what I mean?
We're going Hangman Page now. He's a new Triple H with hair.
No, I'm not saying Page. I'm not giving Page that endorsement. Yeah. But when you're getting carried off like the Undertaker, crowd of penises. I can't. I'm sorry. It's not happening. It's not happening, man.
Oh, dude,
Nah,
Bree's issued a little statement about fuck up last week.
Oh God, what happened? Foot get tangled on the.
Yeah, she talks about how her body's changed. That I forgot that I was 10 pounds heavier, and that's what I was. Gravity doesn't lie. That was a little different for me. I don't mind if I fail or if I succeed. No matter what, I look back with no regrets. Yeah.
That's cute.
So basically, she's saying about she's heavier now, so she ain't really used to her body and it's doing shit she don't really want it to do. Little excuses. She can't run.
Oh well. Just. I don't know. Has she been training for that long to get back into the ring? Like,
yeah.
It seems everything just seems so quick. I don't know.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
Maurice had hers way sooner than Thingy did. Who had that baby first? Yeah, Brie.
Brie did.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. I know. But my question is, Maurice, don't get me wrong. Anyways.
Obviously, people, us two men, we're experts on women's bodies, so.
I'm not explaining shit. I'm a man. All the men that listen to this, they know, alright? And the ladies know it too, because their men were looking at them like that. And their girls were looking at their men like that, so. Listen, we were the same in different elements, man. Fuck that shit. I ain't covering it.
Sabu said some
it's
shit.
It's true.
Sabu said some shit.
Oh, I don't want to hear from this guy, man. After what he said about Grandmaster, I don't give a shit. I'm sorry. I don't care. No, why am I apologizing? Fuck that. I don't care.
Sabu, what the fuck? Alright, Taz tweeted saying congratulations to Renee on the first, full-time Raw female commentator. Like a nice little thing.
She deserves it.
Yeah. Sabu retweeted.
I posted that up as well.
Sabu retweeted and commented that she's the first non-fag, but she's one of many cocksuckers.
Oh my!
What the fuck's happening to Sabu, man? He's been hanging out with
Chris. You better hope Ambrose don't see that. Listen, we saw Ambrose chase a dude down the street just for taking her hand.
Oh, I saw that shit, but that was on the little reality thing, so you know that shit ain't real.
Maybe not, but Ambrose is out there, isn't it? I believe that. I believe that.
Yeah.
Ambrose is out there. He will do that if it were. Listen, I think it was only obviously it was TV, but if it was real life, I think Ambrose would have put his hand. He would have got these hands. He would have showed him these hands. You know what I mean? Trust me.
Yeah.
No pun intended to Strowman. But go on, flipping the Rusev Day beat the Bar to go to Hell in a Cell against the New Day for the tag team titles.
Love it.
I was pretty surprised about that. I'm happy, but I was pretty surprised because they left it for so long. Then they had the fallout with Aiden English, which is good because they actually showed that they're actually trying to take interest in them now. But why do they always fucking do this, man? The fucking kettle's cold. The kettle's in fucking Antarctica right now. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, they always do this.
I want to know what they're planning with Aiden, though, because he keeps doing stuff like, throwing himself into, like when I think he was back to get the kick in the face from Sheamus, and he threw himself in the way, pushed. Like, what's this leading to?
I like that, man.
I wish.
I don't know.
Again, this could never happen.
No love affair with Lana, no.
No, I would like to go even more fucked up.
What? Don't say him and Rusev.
I was about to say, that would be fucking hilarious. That would be so fucking funny. Like, he comes out to Rusev saying that, he loves him more than she could ever love him and all that shit. That would be so fucking funny.
Actually, the thing is, Rusev, when he does a shock face, it is quite funny. I know,
that's a joke. But then what if they actually committed to it and actually had him fucking leave Lana? That could be their story, the two of them. Damn it, fuck this PG era shit, man. Damn.
I know. I give up, man.
Don't you remember when Billy Gunn was in that tag team with Chuck Palumbo?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and Billy Gunn proposed to the dude.
Dude, to get that, do you remember the wedding? Oh my gosh. I was just a young kid, I didn't know what the hell was going on. I was like to my mom, is that shit really happening? Did they get married? Mom was just shrugging her shoulders and started laughing. I was like, rotted. This is mad. I'm seeing this shit on wrestling.
Man.
Boy, thank God for Rosie and Jamal, man. Just come and fuck up everything.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
See, that's what I would want to see.
Dear.
Aiden English, Rusev, next SummerSlam, a wedding, just like Macho and Elizabeth.
Oh, no. I do not want to see that.
That'd be so funny. Play it for laughs, man. That shit would be hilarious.
Macho, oh, God. You don't, nah. I'm not gonna, no. I'm gonna roll with that, man.
Oh, shit. I love it.
Dude, did we even talk? Is there even a point to talk about Triple H and Triple H's promo?
I guess if you're into it, then...
What's your whole thing about it? We're gonna have to get into this because obviously we didn't talk about it last week. Last week, the Shawn Michaels, the Undertaker.
It was a
the build up for Triple H's Undertaker, the Super Show. Like, we have to cover this, man. We gotta talk about this, dude.
No, yeah, it was.
What's your mindset?
The Shawn Michaels thing was a nice little, exchange, but it's pointless because that's not the match coming up. So it kind of seemed a bit out of place, and what's the point of it?
Well, not necessarily, because there are a lot of rumors speculating that they might switch it. Supposedly.
Yeah, but
they might drag it. They might drag it being Triple H and Taker until near the time, and then they'll be like, "All right, Michaels is in instead of Triple H." That's what I've been hearing, but I don't know. I don't know how true that is.
I don't want anything that has Undertaker involved. I don't care because he can't wrestle anymore. Like, he's a legend. Don't get me wrong, I love Undertaker. I loved him back in the day. But he's not. He can't do that shit anymore. All he can do is stumble around and just, with his wig. He wears a fucking wig, dude. It's a fucking wig now.
Oh, man.
I don't want to see that. That's not
man.
Undertaker. He's ruining the image and the legacy of the character, man.
He was the reason I started watching this shit. You know what I mean? Dude, he was legitimate. If I didn't see him come out on that motorbike, I probably would have turned over the TV that day. Word. I swear to God, if I never saw this dude come out, they hear JR going nuts, talking about the Undertaker. Who the fuck is this guy? On a bike. Well, looking bad, Oh, shit. Coming in the ring, tearing it up. Like, if it weren't for that moment, Judgment Day 2000. Shit, I don't even know. Probably going to start anime a lot sooner.
So all this shit now, it's just pointless to me, man.
I don't know, man. I've said it before and I've said it again. It's nice to see Taker, but I just think he needs to wrap it up, man.
No.
Like, I've said it from... this is how far back... I've said it from when Brock ended the fucking streak. That's how far back I've said it. WrestleMania 30. Look where we are now. We're going to go 35. We're on our way to 35 now. You get me?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? It's mad. The streak's been over for 5 years, fam. Let that sink in.
See, what I fucking hate as well is, if they want to wrestle, fine, but they put them in too much of a prominent position. Like, what I like, I don't want this to be a New Japan WWE discussion, but what I like about New Japan is they keep their legends around, but they put them in an appropriate position. They open the show,
Tanahashi.
They team them up with, younger guys, so it's like a young guy with an older guy, and it's a position where it's still respected, they're still kind of protected, they don't really look like, they're not jobbing or nothing, but, it's the early stages of a show. Whereas in WWE, they're still having them be like they're supposed to still be as good as they were when they were 20 years ago.
I know.
And it's just not believable. It's just fucking...
It's shit. I'm not gonna lie, it's shit. Oh, I've been reading we're gonna pause on that because there's something important I want to get back to on that.
Congratulations.
I've been reading that.
Go on.
Been reading that Batista, because you know SmackDown's on 9. Is gonna be the next episode is 996. So their 1000's coming very soon. So apparently Batista wasn't even mentioned for that show, and I think that's outrage. I'm sorry, because Batista fucking carried that show back in fucking 2000. I think it was 2005. Like after he had that rivalry with Triple H and moved to SmackDown, like it was him and Eddie Guerrero. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like him, Mysterio, Kurt Angle, they were fucking carrying that show, and they had the audacity to leave him out. And it's not like he's been asking for time. Like, I know that whole retirement match, you know, I'm not really, I don't know, I'm iffy with that. You said you're not really cool with it, but, you know, obviously the whole Triple H thing, but, and see, WWE ain't cool with it. They don't really want to do that, but I'm sorry, I think they should have booked Batista for that. Like, look how much he's doing now. And it's like, this guy made SmackDown, like, good again, because it took a little dip after Brock Lesnar left, you know what I mean, and then Cena went to Raw. It was kind of dead because you had JBL, who was annoying as fuck. You had Booker T, you had Eddie, you had Kurt. Do you know what I mean? But they didn't really have that fucking statue just to say, all right, cool, this is the guy, the big guy. Batista was the dog. I'm sorry, I'm ranting, but I just don't get it.
Problem with Batista is that he doesn't know when to shut his mouth. He keeps chatting shit about everybody. You know what's happening now with his like acting and all that?
No, what's going on?
He's been chatting shit about Disney, innit? Basically, to give you a rundown.
You know, Disney ain't really. Well, you know Disney anyways.
Well, to give you the rundown on what's going on, if you're following all of that stuff. James Gunn, the guy who was the writer and director of Guardians of the Galaxy, both of those films, got fired by Disney because of some shit he tweeted years ago. Jokes about, you know, paedophile jokes.
What is going on with everyone getting dug out by old tweets? I'm noticing that quite a bit.
Yeah.
Even that whole sexual...
with the
Me
Too stuff.
tweet.
The Me Too stuff. But this was just making jokes. But, you know, Disney, being a family thing, were like, yeah, we can't, bounce. And Batista, ever since, he's been running his mouth saying, I don't want to be in Guardians no more. I'm in the next Avengers because that's already been shot, but I may not be in Volume 3 of Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't want to work for Disney anymore. Fuck this. It's bullshit. You know what? Because he's been loyal to his boy, which I respect, but he's been chatting shit. Disney, the biggest fucking film company in the world. You really want to be burning that bridge?
That's not good, man. I didn't know that. That's not good.
He runs his mouth, man. Like, give your opinion, yeah, but you ain't got to go as far as you go, man.
I guess so, but still.
So that's probably why.
Oh my! It's in his hometown. That's what makes it worse. This is what I'm saying. I know he's a chatty patty. We're gonna have to call him he's a chatty patty, you know. But for those of you who don't understand, that's like London talk. You get me? But still, man said it's in your own backyard. You made the show where it was when it was slowly going into its depth pit. And they won't invite, man. Come on, man. I'm sorry. 1,000 episodes.
Well, you know, I'm fine with that though, to be honest.
On SmackDown. Come on, fam. Fuck's sake.
Kind of like what we're talking about with Undertaker though. I'm okay with him not being around because Batista's looking like a fucking mess now. He's finding Guardians because he's under all that latex and the makeup, but... He's
lost a lot of weight.
He lost weight because he's mad old. His hair, he's tried to get fucking a facelift, which has made him look Chinese. Which is fucking weird. He don't look nothing like how he used to look. He's fucking
Puerto Rico.
No, he's like half Filipino or something, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got that in him. Yeah.
Italian or something. But the facelift. You see his eyes, he's all chinky now. It wasn't like that when he was back in the day.
Yeah, I thought it was just his age.
No, he's just fucking around with his face, trying to hang in Hollywood, man. So it's like, I don't want to see that guy on SmackDown or whatever.
You don't want to see Batista no more.
He's fine, man. Just do his thing.
Fair enough. Who'd you rather see come back, him or The Rock? If you had to pick.
Cause I don't even like seeing The Rock
You
anymore
had to
either.
pick.
But
I'm
Rock still, even though it annoys the hell out of me, but yeah.
Oh God! Alright, here's some more teams for the mixed match challenge. So of course I'll get to the Raw teams. If you heard it before, I'll say it again. Raw teams. Team Little Big is back. Alexa Bliss and Braun Strowman.
Yep.
This one's a new team. Sasha Banks and Bobby Lashley. We have Bayley and Finn Balor.
It's gonna be a weird one.
Hold on. Alicia, this was a weird one. Alicia Fox and Jinder Mahal. And the Pride of Canada, Natalia and Kevin Owens. Alright, before we get into SmackDown, what's your thoughts?
Little Big. I like that because they were the highlights from last year with some of their stuff. Is the Miz back with Asuka, or is she with someone else now?
Should I just get into SmackDown then?
Go on.
I might as well. And yes, of course, they are. I'm sure they were the winners, so they'd have to be in it. Asuka and the Miz, I'm sure.
Right.
Yeah, they won, innit?
Yeah, I think. Yeah. No, did they lose? I can't fucking remember, you know.
I know Alexa Bliss and Strowman lost. I know they were. I'm sure it was them two. I'm sure the Miz won. Miz and Asuka won it, man. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Guys, let us know. Anyways, pretty much not really much difference on SmackDown. Naomi and Jimmy, Lana and Rusev, it was obvious. Woo! Charlotte and AJ. Oh God, don't bring back the Nature Boy AJ, please. Anyways,
God, how far has Bobby Roode fallen, man?
Guys, oh jeez, that was terrible. And the storyline that's been going on in the last couple of weeks, if anyone's even realized it was a storyline, because I didn't. R-Truth and Carmella. So
I'm actually looking forward to that. I think that could be like the most fun. That shit's gonna be funny.
They work. I liked them on SmackDown this week against Almas. Where there's R-Truth and Almas. I did like that. It was kind of cool still, but I don't know, man. If I really had to pick, it'd probably be a little big this time. If not, I don't think. Or Asuka's lost the match, so they're definitely not gonna win now. I'm gonna go with either Alexa Bliss or Strowman. And if on SmackDown, if I really had to pick, it'd be Charlotte or AJ. That's me. What about you? If you're bothered, who'd you pick?
I watched Thingy because it was fun last year, man. Like, a lot of people didn't watch it, but they missed out on a lot of the because it wasn't as stringently watched or under the Vince McMahon microscope. They were allowed to just have way more fun. So the matches were actually a lot of fun to watch, man, and the little segments were cool. So I'm gonna check it out definitely this year. But
you still haven't picked.
Carmella and Thingy. R-Truth. I think they're gonna be fun.
R-Truth. Alright. So who are you picking to win?
Oh.
You get one team on both shows.
Little Big.
To stick with.
Little Big on Raw. R-Truth and Carmella on SmackDown.
Alright, there we have it. Guys, you heard us. So, I don't know. Maybe you should put a wager on us.
Dude,
I don't know. I'm feeling kind of lucky.
What's your thought on the whole Bobby Lashley, Leo Rush thing?
Dude, like, I don't know.
He needs a mouthpiece.
I was thrown off by that.
Like,
he does need a mouthpiece badly, but Leo Rush is too, in tune, and Bobby Lashley is just old school. Like, he just looks like he's just old man settled down.
Fucking nerd, man.
Bobby Lashley's better off with fucking titles worldwide. I'm sorry.
Probably.
Leo Rush, I don't think. Nah, man, it's not good. Nah, Leo Rush, go back to 205. Nah, man, nah. No.
They're bringing a lot of 205 guys over, you know. Notice that.
Well, they are Raw branded, so they can do that.
Got Drake, what's his face with AOP. You got Leo Rush now with Lashley, and Drew Gulak keeps popping up here and there.
Well, to be fair, you know, they haven't given us a cruiserweight match from Raw in a long time, which is good because now they can utilize other wrestlers on the show.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, it's superstars. I forgot we're not allowed to say that. Fuck it, it's WrestlingRuckus.
All they got to do, have people interact. That's all they got to do, like the old days. This is good.
I know. I miss them old backstage segments. Like you could you see two wrestlers talking,
just
and
hanging.
then like you'll cut, and then you'll see like another segment going along in the same scene.
With different,
the same scene, like the camera just moved. Like camera 2's over there, and you're stuck in camera 1.
I think this is one
like
of the reasons.
SmackDown. Remember SmackDown was so promo-esque.
Yeah.
Like in the 90s, and Raw as well. I'm talking about.
This is one of the reasons why I kind of like the whole R-Truth Carmella thing, because we hardly ever see the women interact with any of the dudes, except for the ones that they're married to.
Unless this is around.
Yeah, except for the ones they're married to.
Yeah. I guess so. I guess so.
Fuck.
I wonder, what's gonna happen with Ty Dillinger? Cause he's just hanging around with R-Truth.
Nothing's gonna happen to him. Literally, he's just gonna be that guy. He's a background artist.
Oh. Yeah, but so was Aiden English, and look where he is now.
Yeah, he can sing.
This is my
theory. Because he can sing, and that's kind of helped him out. I don't think Ty Dillinger can sing. I don't think he can dance. He can't act. Yeah, he's done. Can't really wrestle that good either.
You basically don't like Ty Dillinger anyway. You said that from the start.
He's fucking Peyton Royce. How dare he? You should know his place.
How dare you compare it to Peyton Royce? Don't
No, he's fucking Peyton Royce.
Bad.
He's fucking Peyton Royce. That's what I'm saying. How dare he punch above his weight like that?
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, good on him, bro. Fuck it. If it ain't me doing it, I'm glad it's someone else I know that's
Since
doing
the
it.
NXT days, they've been together a while, man.
Oh, that's... Hey, you can't be mad at that. You can't be mad at that. You hating.
He should know his place, man.
Player hater.
Yes. I'm proud of it. I want a t-shirt saying that shit.
Let it go, man. BDK's available.
Who? Oh. Poor girl, man. She gets overlooked. I feel sorry for her, you know. She ain't like she's horrible now.
I never said she was. I just said she's available. That's it. She's cute, but that's what I'm saying. That's it. Peyton's better. We know that.
I reckon Billy be Billy be the most fun to hang out with, I reckon.
Probably. I think they both look like that, man. They both look.
The Aussies in it, man. You know. Aussies crazy.
They both look alright, man.
Aussies are crazy, man. Hey, boy, we've been getting along. Alright. So, yeah, it was good, man. It was, you know, there were some highlights. As much as I was kind of pissed with some shit, there's some fun to be had this week. Both shows.
Yeah, it's been okay. I don't know, man, because the Brian segment, it was alright. It was kind of predictable, though.
Oh, actually, that was kind of funny. That end of SmackDown. I actually laughed a lot during that shit. I actually kind of enjoyed that. It was chaos. It was chaos, and I liked that because it was all over the place, but kind of like fun chaos. And I like the fact that fucking The Miz actually put his hands on Brie. You haven't seen a man touch a woman on Raw or SmackDown for so long.
No, you don't see that. You don't see that. I remember fucking Viscera fucking dropped, who was it again? I think it was Trish Stratus.
Yeah.
One time. Oh my
Remember the good old days when Austin would... Remember the good old days when Austin would get the chair and beat down Lita when she was trying to protect Matt? Like...
Oh, yeah. Woo. Oh, my God. That was my... Oh, damn. Back then, oh, my God. I'll give you guys a little history. So back then, I swear to God, me and my best friend at the time, we thought we were Austin and Triple H. Couple I swear that we were on some power trip, man. We were on that. It was bad because we even brought our belts to the fucking school, man. It was so.
You had belts. I always wanted a belt.
Because I had the fucking. Yeah, I still got an IC belt. I didn't even show you that when you was around there, man.
I've always wanted belts.
Yeah, man, I had to be Triple H because of the IC belt, man. But I didn't care.
Fuckers, I had to. I was poor. I had no money. I had no money. I had to make my own belt out of cereal boxes. Cut them out. Cut out the cardboard and draw it.
And you hate on Cena, and he did the same shit. Get out of here, man. Oh, dear.
Oh, dear. Dude, we didn't talk about Cena in China.
No, we didn't.
Motherfuckers learning Mandarin, you know. The man just has no chill. You see these little promos he put on, like, he's got like an account on the Chinese equivalent to Facebook, and he's putting videos of him training and talking like Mandarin to them, saying about how he loves being in China and all this. I think he's filming Transformers over there. He's all just
that's cool, man.
And saying about how he's unveiled his new, because he was at the live event over there that WWE had, and he unveils his new move.
Oh, is it?
His new move, his 6th move of death, he called it. 6th move.
Oh dear.
And it was just some shitty kung fu punch.
That one move.
Some shitty back fist that he did to Elias. This was terrible, man.
Oh jeez.
But they love him though, man. They cheering him crazy.
Cena, man. Cena's that guy still. You know what I mean? Better than Punk, but you know.
Oh, man. But anyway, right, how can they find you, man?
Hold up. There's one more thing I didn't ask you. Before we cut, Mick Foley is going to be the special referee. We didn't say that in the Hell in a Cell match for the title. I really think it's a waste of time. I know it's 20 years, the Hell in a Cell, King of the Ring 98, of course. But, well, it's past 20 years because that shit happened in June. If we really want to go like that. But honestly, dude, what's your opinion? Quickly.
Don't make no real difference to me, man. He's just the referee. Special referees don't really do nothing most of the time. He's just gonna be there. That's all.
Yeah, but Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns, I just really think they were eager to push Reigns with this shit. They throw Foley in, and they knew Foley and Strowman. They really have the best eye to eye. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, Roman, we picked Foley because it makes sense. Like, he's a good guy. You're a good guy too. You know.
They're doing as much as they can to stop people from booing the match. So put Foley into it. People love Foley. It makes it harder. They just protect. That's how they protect Roman, man. They just do everything they can to stop it from going wrong.
But Braun will lose the contract. What a fucking waste of time. Honestly, I can't lie. I know when we do predictions, but I'm gonna have to stick with Reigns, you know.
Of course he's gonna. Reigns is gonna have this shit.
The fucking title, so.
Nah, he's gonna have it for a long time, man.
It's so dumb. But alright, they can find me. Oh, you got something else to say?
No, I was gonna say, man. When Foley was there, it put in perspective how big the older generation were and how small this current generation is. Because Foley, he wasn't like a small guy, but he was always kind of smaller than a lot of the people back in the day. There were a lot of guys bigger than him. But when he was in there, because I thought Elias was kind of big. He always seemed bigger when he's around guys, but when he was with him, he's bigger than Elias. Still.
You gotta remember, Foley even said it on Foley. I don't want to say Foley knows best. Good God, I ain't got confused with Hogan. Anyways, that garbage. Anyways, long story short, remember Foley even said after DDP Yoga, like, he actually got his height back. Because of all the falls and the accidents and stuff like that, he never really had time to rehabilitate and work on his body and that. He said he got his height back. He was 6'1", and all because of the accidents and that, he shrunk that to 5'10" or something. So with that, DDP Yoga, man. Yo, I think we're gonna have to get onto this for real. You know,
I know you.
I ain't still my shit out too.
See
for
that.
Real. Look, help Jericho out. Fucking no.
Help AJ. Help everyone out, man.
Help AJ. All these guys we loved back in the day, and then like, well, apart from Jericho for you, but you know, shit. Oh, it's true. Come on, you even said it. You know, you weren't really a big Jericho fan. You was like, he's Jericho.
It's just annoying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So, where can they find you, bro?
They can find me. Is this the final one? They can find me. Riders on Instagram, RJ Wilkes on Twitter. So where can they find you, bro?
Check out WrestlingRuckus on Instagram. We'll be tweeting, fucking Instagramming and way more shit this week. And yeah, gonna get back on YouTube as well. I'm going in there now, so happy days, people.
Yes.
So yeah, man, from me, Ederiece.
Around the war.
Later, guys.